I'm Jessica Reinartz, and this is my introduction to my 6th grade summer class website. I teach at Black River Public School. We don't have any standalone online classes, and our students tend to be in a computer class if they're going to learn about online learning. They'll be sent things through Google Docs and emails kind of in the format of an online class, but the class would actually take place within a computer lab classroom. So we don't have any standalone online classes, and if mine were able to become one of those, it would be the first one at Black River. Right now at Black River, most of our students have access to technology at home. By technology, I mean at least a computer net with some internet access. If we're going to look into making online classes, then we could look into purchasing laptops that we could loan or lend to the students. We could also have a computer lab that can be utilized maybe during the course of the class for some students or for all of the students as it's currently set up. My project was a website that will prepare students for 6th grade math and help review 5th grade material at the same time. This way we can have students coming into Black River in 6th grade knowing what they're supposed to know. We have such a big influx of school from different kids from all over West Michigan in the 6th grade year, so we're trying to get them all on one spot before the 6th grade math begins. Kind of cuts out some time that the 6th grade teachers have to spend at the beginning of the year figuring out what everybody knows and where everyone is supposed to go. So right now, as it stands, that's what my website would do, would be to review that material either for incoming students or for maybe students who just needed to double check stuff at home. I chose a summer class because our students already have pretty full schedules with very limited time to take extra classes. And an online class would allow students who vacation to take it around their schedule. So if they're up at their cottage or whatever it may be, they can go around that time. It would also be nice for the teachers. Many of our teachers take credits in the summer, and it would be beneficial to them. I chose 6th grade. I don't normally teach 6th grade. I teach 9th and 10th. And my original idea was to have a 9th grade class for our incoming freshmen. But we get so few freshmen that are new to Black River from the 8th grade class. Most of our 6th graders are new to Black River. So my math teacher told me, or my math department head told me that I should go to the 6th grade level. Our parents and students have a high anxiety at that time about the curriculum and how Black River and what a college prep would look like. So maybe this website would help alleviate some of that stress and have them understand better what they're expected to do. It could also be used for students who need to review before moving on to 7th grade, students who have already taken our 6th grade math and are trying to just make sure that they understand the concepts a little bit better before going on. What I want to do with this class in the end is to turn it into a credit awarding 6th grade class. In the summer, students could take the class online and then come in maybe once a week in a hybrid environment to work on some stuff with me. And then at the end of the semester, if you will, they could pass the entrance exam or at least take the entrance exam. And it would allow some of them to move into 7th grade math. So it would be a good preview even if they didn't get through, but it would be nice to get them there ahead of time. That way they can take extra classes. The website unit I developed, because I could only develop one, I didn't have time to do an entire year's worth of curriculum. So I chose one unit, and it more accurately reflects some 6th grade curriculum versus 5th grade review material. So this is the website that everything is based off of. My middle school summer class. I introduced myself on the website here. On the side, we'll have all of the units. Right now, the geometric shapes was developed, and I began developing the numbers as well. There's an area for troubleshooting and help. Most of our students will not have taken an online class before, especially in 6th grade. So here they can get some help with what they need, and as questions are asked, I can add more bullets to this for them to look here first. Started a syllabus. Of course, it will need to be further developed as the class becomes more credit awarding. Oh, and there it goes. The geometric shapes unit is the one that I created. The students have a checklist that they can go to. I chose to do everything through Google Docs, even though it might make things a little bit more difficult, just because Our students are expected to use Google Docs in the middle school level and especially the high school level. So this way I kind of kill two birds with one stone. There are two parts at least to each unit, and it kind of takes you through different things. For example, I made a video for something that they could go through, so this talks through that. Some other things that I have in here that I've created are some Khan Academy exercises, a few formative assessments that the students will need to take. I would, of course, email them back and let them know what they need to do better or worse on before they continue. Or not what they need to do worse on, but what they can do to do better. Some other things here. So they have a formula page, and it's just continued on this document. Just a variety of things that they need to do, some applets that they can use to help them figure out the area of a triangle, for example. This is a parallelogram here. So it failed, but I'm sure it would load before. At the end of each unit, I do plan on having a group problem-solving question. Somewhere the students would need to post multiple times and I could see how they work together. A lot of Black River's ideas are based on the Socratic method, and I don't want to lose students discussing and working through problems together. So these would be more open-ended items that they would complete. I also plan on having a discussion board. I went back and forth between using a Google Doc and not using a Google Doc. I ended up just using one to keep everything the same, but I know I'll have some difficulties with this. This would be where they would either ask a question for each unit or answer someone else's question for that same unit. If no one asked any questions in here, then I would type in an extension type question for them to solve. So going back to the main page, I plan on adding more units in the future, and I hope that I can make this become into more of a credit awarding class, but right now it will be set up to review some topics. Other teachers have volunteered to help me make this into an actual class for 6th grade or a more developed review class. So this is what I have so far. I hope you like it.